Hi, I'm Danny, and this is a brand new series I'm just starting, so you get to see and hear the first one. I'm calling this one What I Think About, and then it'll be something different each time. So, I want to talk about what I think about Canada. Canada is a country that I was born into. So I was a little tiny baby in a very small little town north of Toronto, Ontario, the other side of this country from where I am right now, Vancouver. And over the years, I've been about roughly a third of my life in Canada. So I'm Canadian by passport. What do I think about Canada? I think the first thoughts that come to my mind are of a great big country. It is about the size of the United States, with maybe a tenth or so of the population. In fact, it's roughly the population of the state of California, which is in a mess right now because of the decisions being made there, but that's another topic. It's about the population of Tokyo, Yokohama, that area. But the land size is like the United States. Very big country. Most of the people live about 100 kilometers, 100 miles, roughly north of the Canadian-USA border. And so north of that line, it begins to get very wintry and very cold and not very easily habitable, livable, right? So, Canada, big country, lots of natural resources. It's a baby country, 160, 70, something like that, years old, so no big legacy. There's no, what we would say, true Canadians, like there are Japanese who have centuries and centuries, long history, many generations. Canada's a country of immigrants. My father left socialist, communist, Soviet Union, born in the Ukraine, which at that time was part of the Soviet Union, and left a terrible environment illegally to come to Canada, like many others did. People that came from India and from other parts of Asia and Europe and round the world for a better life, for a safer life, for a dream. They came both to Canada and to the United States. The United States has much more history, much bigger country. So Canada is a real melting pot. Lots of different ethnicities, lots of different cultures, lots of different religions, lots of different people that somehow learn to live together. I think Canada as a place to visit is a great place to visit. I think Canada, if it one day gets a really good leader, it's never, in my opinion, had a good leader, unfortunately. A leader that's not a politician and not somebody tied to all of the corruption that's going on in the world, but a leader that really is sensitive to this great country and these great people that live here. A leader that is truly a public servant. A leader that wants to build a country where people can have their dreams and where people can start and grow and build a good life. A leader that protects life, all life, from conception on. A leader that could make this country into a great country. A leader that would see the importance of protecting its people rather than hurting its people. A leader that would see that their function as government is to both protect and punish evildoers and allow the rest of the activities to be cultivated in a free market. Strong nationalism, strong focus on Canada, like each country should be focused on their own unique, fantastic, wonderful nuances, their culture, their language, their food. And then we together, in a shared global way, put our experiences together for the betterment of all. It starts with each country focused on their own country, on their own people, on their own free life. So, what do I think about Canada? I think it's a great country. It could be so much more than it is if it had the right leadership. And I pray and I hope that at some time we will be able to see that happen. Right now, the direction we're going into is the direction that will leave this country in the future more looking like the country my dearly departed father left, and many others left, for a new and better life. I was watching the other day a story about a wonderful lady who had extremely painful situation growing up in North Korea until she was 13 and was able to escape. She's a big YouTuber now, and I've seen her on many programs. And you know, she was asked the question, what about all these, smart people that are coming out of Harvard and Columbia and all these great Canadian and US schools where they've been taught to hate freedom, hate free markets, hate their country, and build something that resembles Marxism, socialism, communism. Big media is participating whole stock and barrel in it. Big tech is participating in it, and a number of very wealthy individuals are participating in it and leaving a lot of people very disillusioned. Anyway, she said something interesting when the person that was interviewing her said to her, "What would you like to say to those people?" And she simply said, well, if they don't like Canada or the United States or other free countries where people have come to live out their dreams, why don't they just go live in North Korea? Why don't they just skip the destruction and the downward spiral phase and go experience those wonderful, quote unquote, not socialist, communist, dictator places like North Korea? She's got a good point, doesn't she? Because I personally don't know many people in Canada or the United States that want that destructive life, that want the result of a very terrible path. Big government, socialist policy, squashing small, medium-sized businesses, killing the dreams of people like you and me. I don't want that. Do you? So what do I think about Canada? That's what I think about Canada. I think it's a great country that could be so much more. Because what a country is, like Canada, like your country, is more than just what we see all around us. The water, the parks, the high rises, the big buildings, the shipyards. It's much more than all of that. In fact, more importantly than all of that, it's the people. And it's giving people a great life, a life of freedom. Freedom to think and to speak, freedom to be, freedom to interact with people, freedom to develop and to grow, to try, to fail, to succeed. That's what I think about what Canada could be, what I'm hopeful it one day will be, because I'm not ready to give up. So, in my own small way, I'm taking the freedom I have the free, wonderful big tech tool, YouTube, a walk in a kind of rainy, drizzly day when I'm contemplating wanting to be in different parts of the world with people just like you, and I'm sharing my ideas and thoughts so that maybe it will, in some very small way, help positive direction of this wonderful opportunity that we have, that you have. Anyway, what I think about Canada? That's what I think about Canada. See you soon. Bye-bye.